again, Saidah.
My name is Riviola Talita Fergie.
My name is Yan Haobo.
So we are from Environmental Engineering, Batch 2024, student of President University. In this subject is Ecology 2, Class 1. We are from Group 6.
So before that, our lecturer is Sir Yosef Barita Sarmanik.
We will explain about
Terrarium.
Let's get started.
Started.
So a terrarium is a glass container that holds soil, plants, or sometimes small decorations like rocks and moss. It's like a mini garden or tiny ecosystem that you can keep indoors. Terrarium can be open or closed depending on the type of plants inside. Closed terrariums create a humid environment, while open ones are better for dry-loving plants like succulent. They are easy to care for and great for decorating small spaces.
So I will explain how to make the terrarium. So first you put the rock in here, and then we layer it with the sand, and then after that we add a little bit of charcoal, and then layer it again with the soil. And after that we add a decorative detail like the living moss, and we made a small building house made by stone and the colored rocks. So yes.
for the living organism, there is plant nerve, Phytonia, two of millipedes and living moss. At our small terrarium, most of the plants are still serving, driving a miniature ecosystem that remains balanced and full of life. The most driving post of the soil is still green and moist, adding to the fresh and natural atmosphere inside. The soil itself is still damp and in good condition, which helps maintain the humidity needed for the plants to survive. It provides a stump foundation for their roots to green and absorb nutrients properly. However, one flower has started to wilt after being left for 2 days, possibly due to the insufficient water or light. This serves as a reminder that even in a self-sustaining ecosystem like a terrarium, some plants may require care and attention.
Our terrarium has been a beautiful little ecosystem, but unfortunately the flowers have withered over time. To bring it back to life, we have decided to replace them with new flowers that will thrive better in our setup. We are excited to choose fresh plants that will not only enhance the aesthetic, but also create a healthier and more sustainable environment for our terrarium. This stage will give it a renewed charm and keep our miniature garden vibrant once again. Despite this, the overall condition of the terrarium is good. The combination of healthy soil, lush moss, and thriving plants make for a beautiful living display of nature. The terrarium continues to function as a self-contained little world where life thrives, demonstrating how the various elements work together to create a balanced environment.
In the weak tree inside our small terrarium, most of the plants are still thriving, creating a mini ecosystem that remains balanced and full of life. Although there are some plants that have died because they are not compatible with the soil in the terrarium, but the moss is still green and moist. The millipede inside is also still alive and seems to be adapting well to its surroundings. However, there are some new shoots growing inside our terrarium. Despite this, the overall condition of the terrarium in weak tree is good. The ecology aspect that you can learn from terrarium. First, food chain. In a terrarium, you can observe how relationships between organisms work, such as plants producing oxygen, microorganisms breaking down organic matter, and small animals feeding on plants or derivatives. This reflects the food chain cycle in a natural ecosystem. Second, nutrient cycle. The terrarium shows how the nutrient recycling process works. For example, plants absorb nutrients from the soil and then the plants break down when they die, and then feeding microorganisms and creating balance. Third, biodiversity. With various types of plants, animals, or microorganisms in the terrarium, you can learn the importance of biodiversity in maintaining the stability of an ecosystem. Species diversity ensures that the ecosystem can survive and functions properly. Fourth, species interactions. In a terrarium, you can observe how different species interact with each other, whether through symbiosis or competitions. Fifth, ecosystem balance. One of the most important aspects of a terrarium is maintaining balance. If any component is disrupted, such as insufficient light or improper humidity, it can cause imbalance, affecting the entire ecosystem within the terrarium. This mirrors how natural ecosystems are also very vulnerable to change. 6. Humidity and water cycle. A terrarium also shows the water cycle, which is very similar to natural process where the water evaporates, condensation occurs, and water returns to the soil or plants. This process illustrates the importance of water in sustaining an ecosystem. Through observation and small experiments within the terrarium, you can learn the fundamental aspect of ecology in a practical and visual way.
This terrarium teaches us how ecosystems work, the balance of nature, and the importance of sustainability. If a small system like this needs care, imagine how crucial it is to protect our environment on a larger scale. Thank you for listening. We are Jihan, Nico, and Ola from Group 6. See you later.